Printers. Hey printer, can you please print this document? Low on cyan. Don't worry, it's just a black and white text. No docu, low on cyan. But you have cyan. No, docu. This is cheap cyan. I want the official cyan. Edit, yes I'm talking about HP. Docu HP. Expensive cyan. I deserve the good stuff. Because I'm worth it. No. You're not. I can get a whole new one for the price of cyan. No joke, I can get a new printer with ink for $30, but cyan is $50. If it wasn't such a waste of time and effort, I would just buy a new printer whenever I was out of ink and just keep whatever was left of the old ink cartridges just in case. Printer, can we have some cyan? Mom, we have cyan at home. The cyan we have at home. That's gotta be at least 2 whole months of printer ink. I hope it's insured. If that was really printer ink, that little bucket is probably worth thousands of dollars. At least according to printer companies. I was once a teacher at a public school that was closing. One day I was walking to the bathroom and I see some of the secretaries stacking up boxes of toner out of the supply closet looking like they were ready to chuck 'em out. It was definitely against the rules, but I was cool with them, so they let me take them all and stash them in my classroom closet. Came back the next day with 2 big ideas bags and sold that shit on eBay for almost $2K. Bought myself a sweet carbon fiber road bike that I'm still enjoying 5 years later. And trying to cancel something that's already in the queue is almost as hard as trying to cancel Comcast. Canceling Comcast is easy if you lie. I've found basically 2 steps and you're not in a contract. I'm moving to a new house. This house already has Comcast service under a different name, so my account does not need to be moved. And they'll usually move along, can't have 2 accounts at one service address. I wanted to cancel a data-only line on my T-Mobile account. I told the rep on the phone I want to cancel a data line, not the whole account. I'm not interested in an upgrade, a new phone or device, or any other change to my account. If you put me through to customer retention, or try to sell me anything else, I will cancel my entire plan and go to Verizon. The lady said, you've been through this before, haven't you? Printers and the ink cartridges are the biggest scam that you can ever buy into. We need open source printers. That's how you get people printing cars. Laughs in third printer. Laughs in rigged automobile industry that will make it impossible for you to get insurance or certification for a third printed car. Can't give you a ticket if they can't catch you since it doesn't have plates. Gotta go faster. You wouldn't print a car? Yeah, I would. Missed out on calling it an inventor. Years ago I had a printer, I think it was an Epson, that had an emergency print mode. If it was running low on any color, emergency print would do its best to print your document with whatever ink it had available. Even if all it had was yellow, by God it would print your document in yellow. If it had nothing by cyan and magenta, and you wanted to print a photo of your cat, you'd get a funky posterized picture of your cat. But it would still print it. God, I miss that printer. I want this on every printer immediately. I think my kids were in middle school at the time, early 20s now, and they turned in more than one school paper printed in some muddy color it came up with to simulate black. And I avoided several last-minute trips to Walmart to buy ink because they waited until the last minute to finish and print their papers. This feature definitely needs to be brought back. It won't come back. That's how printer companies make their money. Ink. That'll be $40. Whole new printer, $20. Please keep in mind that whole new printer comes with ink cartridges that are 25% full. So that you wouldn't keep buying new printers. Seriously, switch to laser, chip the cartridges, get hacked chips off eBay, use refills, get them off eBay. The man. I just bought new toner for the first time in 5 years of owning a laser printer. Granted it cost $80, but $80 over 5 years, I think I can live with that. Bought a laser printer in 2010. I've had to replace the toner exactly 1 time thus far. Dat smile, though. Printer, look inside me and see that I have no cyan. The amount of cyan I have shall be the amount of fucks I give. Computer, alright, plugs in USB. Error, this device is unreadable until the cyan toner cartridge has been refilled. Everyone in this world, if printer companies did this, I would point blank refuse to ever print out another document ever again. Either accept my PDF file, or I'll find work elsewhere. Printers are like divas who refuse to perform, unless everything is perfect. I once fixed a printer by painstakingly separating green M&Ms from hundreds of packages, filling a bowl with just the green ones, and then smashing the bowl into the printer shouting "God damn it, you just f***ing work." Sometimes you just need to show a printer who's boss. The wide receivers of the electronic appliance world. Yes, and just like WRs, it's usually just easier to go get a new one. PC load letter? What the f does that mean? Load letter sized paper into the cassette. Load letter sized paper into the cassette. Somebody needs to watch Office Space. Probably has a case of the Mondays. I believe you get your ass kicked for saying something like that. When I was a teenager, Walmart fired me for misappropriation of company assets. I put a shopping cart on top of a stack of pallets. Because it was a week before Christmas, and we had 4 trucks to unload, and the trash compactor was broken, so everyone was just dumping their bags of trash in front of it. I literally had nowhere to put the merch coming off of the trucks, so I put a shopping cart full of plastic wrappers on a stack of empty pallets, so that I could unload a pallet of toys. Strange that I never got my verbal or written warnings and they went immediately to termination. And that they used verbiage that made it sound like theft, so that I couldn't collect unemployment. Even stranger that this all happened 2 days before they gave out their Christmas bonuses. I've read this 3x and still don't know what you were doing with the shopping cart and pallets. What about using a shopping cart and pallets got you fired? He moved the cart, so he had room to unpack the trucks. The cart wasn't where it belongs, therefore he stole it. I did this when signing up for Comcast Internet only. If you try to sell me phone or TV package I will hang up. I got a lot of, okay. Skip this. Okay. Just a seconds. And you're all set. I'm pretty sure he had a script that wouldn't let him click through, but he wasn't going to ask me questions that would involve someone listening to the recording when they lost my sale. Worked for a UK ISP, and I remember I had a caller who had phone and TV with us, but he wanted to add broadband. He explained he didn't want any other offers or mobile service or this, and that he strictly wanted broadband. He also warned me to not sell him any other product to him else he will cancel his services completely. So I complied. I discussed the broadband package that will best suit, and told him I found a cheap TV phone and broadband bundle that is actually cheaper than what he's paying. No changes to TV or phone, just a bigger discount code due to the Excel. Customer left extremely happy and satisfied and I hit my Excel targets for the week. Everyone's happy. Roll on my quality analysis meeting the next day. That call was selected from a random pool of calls. I got my ass chewed because I never upsold this customer and I deviated and skipped the upsell prompts. I was also put on a customer service improvement schedule where I was sat for 4 weeks and my supervisor was sat beside watching my every interaction. Ironically, at my next customer survey meeting, this meeting involves the same manager going over all the customer response surveys that you are usually prompted to do after each call with an agent. This customer sent a high-scoring survey and he also left a recorded comment saying I asked Rubber Sponge not to upsell me, and not only did he not give me a sales pitch, he talked to me like a human. Not a sales target. I'm going to consider moving my mobile services over to this company. I was rewarded with an extra break and told to keep it up. The manager was confused as to why I was upset that I was still put onto the improvement schedule, and I was referred to hours for non-compliance. Call centers are toxic, man. Thanks for watching this video. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell to see more interesting video. Goodbye.